So another week in Belfast and another big festival is on the way, this time taking place sometime in July. We're going to find out all about Belfast Whiskey Week from Paul Kane. Paul, good to see you again.
Great to see you too. Thanks so much.
So this festival, I mean, it's getting bigger and bigger every year, just isn't it?
It is. And yeah, you said sometime in July. It's the 21st to the 29th. So we kind of a little bit longer than a week, but we kind of say Belfast Whiskey Week. You know?
So this year there's something like there's over 80 events, isn't there?
Yeah, so 85, 86 events where you can come along and try your hand at things like candle making, chocolate making, get yourself involved with some cookery, cocktail making sessions, lots of food pairings. But yeah, lots of opportunities to try different whiskies. We've got brands flying in from Tasmania, 8 different brands coming in from Tasmania this year, brands from Scotland, whisky brands from all over Ireland, but lots of homegrown brands here who have their distilleries here. We've now got our brand new distillery at Titanic, and obviously McConnell's working hard to get theirs at the Crumlin Road Jail. So yeah, people like Ecklinville and Shortcross, Cologne, Two Stacks and Copeland, Hinge Distillery, they've got lots of whiskey here, and they're really keen to show it off. They want to show that to the local residents. But again, if you're coming into Belfast, we've got a whole week jam-packed of events, 12 events every day practically. Come along to 2 big events, which we've got a large cocktail takeover over at Trade Market, and again we've got a large exposition event where we bring all the brands together and you can walk around the room and taste their whiskies.
Excellent. Now I have to admit I was a big gin drinker, right? Still am, but I did come to one of your whiskey tastings the other night and I have actually been converted. I mean, there's a lot of different whiskies out there that all taste different. I was shocked at the different flavours you actually pick up from some of these whiskies.
I think that's something that I pride myself on is when we conduct whiskey tastings, that a lot of people will say, oh, I'm not sure about whiskey, or don't know about whiskey, or nah, whiskey isn't for me. And I always trying to equate whiskey to fine wine or good wines. Not every wine tastes the same, and it's the same whiskey. Whiskey has multiple tastes, multiple variants, and you know what? You're always going to find something you like. I can guarantee that. But the Whiskey Festival is not for the whiskey drinker per se. It's not necessarily for the enthusiast and the person who wants to get right into it. It's for everyone. It's for novices. It's for people to come along and taste whiskey, get involved with whiskey at different levels. So if it is just chocolate making, and you want to know how to make chocolate using whiskey, super. Yeah. And you'll get to taste the whiskey. If you want to make some good cocktails and do it yourself with some really high-end mixologists that we have in Belfast, again, it's a good opportunity to do that. If you want to come and learn the Irish dance, sure, come and do that. You know what I mean? Learn the Irish dance, have a little, drink on the side, have a bit of fun. There's lots of little conversations as well. We've got little talks and debates that are on the go. Just opportunities to relax, chill. And whiskey is a side, and it's a byproduct of this festival. It's a big festival for Belfast. And we've got people travelling from all over the world to come here for this festival. And again, I would like to see people from Belfast taking the opportunity really to make an effort to come to the festival and taste all the whiskies that we have.
For foodies as well, you've teamed up with some of the top restaurants here, top chefs, and they're going to be doing food that's paired with whiskey as well, aren't they?
Okay, I know. We've got Waterman House who are going to be doing 2 bespoke dinners throughout the festival and a couple of breakfasts. We've got Rome who are doing a breakfast lunch for us. We've got Morning Star who are actually doing 3 lunches throughout the week. Peculiar Tea, Urban Scullery. Peculiar Tea is going to be really interesting. We've got I can't really divulge too much, but Gemma themes her restaurant ever so often with different types of themes, and we've got something special lined up for that. Urban Scullery over in East Belfast again, doing something really cool over there. So look, working with these restaurants, working with Alba as well, working with places where good food meets good whiskey, and that's really important. These are bespoke events where you're going to taste something different on their menu. It's not their normal menu, and you're going to have good whiskey to go along with it.
So we're standing here in the fabulous Cathedral Quarter area at the moment, which is going to play a big part in the festival. So many great bars around here. Duke of York behind us there, and of course Willie Jack. He's become famous for having this great whiskey collection, hasn't he? Has
Willie Jack not just stepped up and become probably the most excitable person when it comes to whiskey in Ireland? Yeah. Maybe the world. He's managed to accumulate whiskey from all parts, and particularly Irish whiskey and the heritage of that Irish whiskey. So listen, everyone needs to respect what Willie's done. He's really curating a museum here, full of whiskies, different types of expressions dating hundreds of years, and to the modern, whiskies that we have as well. So I absolutely adore Willie Jack and what he's doing. I think people need to come and see the Duke of York and the Heart Bar, the Dark Horse. I think they need to come and see these venues, but most importantly, come along and see the friend at hand. Come and see what he's managed to achieve in here, which is, pulled together whiskies from everywhere. It's a catalogue, a library, a museum of all these whiskies. And you know what? He really has done something. He's done something for people who are whisky enthusiasts like myself, proud. But he's done something for Belfast. It's, you know, people of Belfast should be proud of what he's done. He is the saving light, the saving grace of the whisky industry and the heritage that we have here.
And there was always a big heritage here in Belfast of whisky that people maybe don't know about.
Oh yeah, I mean, everyone talks about linen production, flax, and we talk about the shipbuilding, but we very rarely touch on whisky production. And whisky production, you know, was huge in this city. In fact, at one stage we were producing more whisky in this city than the whole of Scotland combined. Now, that sounds really mad, but that's what was happening. And do you know what? We'll never get back to that. That's not something we can emulate. You know, that there's hundreds of distilleries in Scotland doing mass amounts of whisky, and yet we are starting to see lots more distilleries here. So harken back to that greatness. We need to respond to that legacy, keep that tradition alive, talk about the heritage, let people explore different parts of the city. So we've got 3 unique walking tours that walk around the city during the festival, each picking up in different points, picking up pubs, picking up in landmarks, picking up people and places. You know, Belfast Inn tours, Belfast walking tours, and Irish Whisky Review are really, you know, keen to get people out and about, walking about, checking out what this city has to offer, because it's hundreds of years old. You know, we go right back to McConnell, 1776. You know, big numbers here, you know, and we've lost that, and it's now time to regain it. So well done to Titanic, well done for getting the distillery up and going at the pump house, and it'll be great to see them during the distillery day, and great to see McConnell's bringing that, you know, life back to Criminal Jail and actually giving a distillery in there. But the likes of Dunville's, who was synonymous, that name was synonymous with whisky distilling here, that's been brought back by Ecklinville Distillery, and you know what, is flying out the door around the world. People are loving that, you know, whisky, you know.
You mentioned the chocolate tasting earlier on as well. That's something special too, isn't it?
Yeah, so Jerry from Chocolate Manor, bespoke chocolate making. She's been involved with us for the last 4 years, creating these bespoke chocolates, but this time you get to physically do it yourself. So you get your hands on making chocolates, you know, truffles, and you get to take them home. So you eat them there, drink your whiskies, take them home with you.
So much happening. It all kicks off on the 21st of July.
Yeah, 21st of July, and we've got... We've actually got a welcome dinner for all of our Tasmanian guests who are coming over down in Waterman House. So that's going to be, you know, that'll kick off the party. But to be honest, there's events on throughout the week, every day, start from 12 o'clock and ending at 12 o'clock at night. So plenty of time, you know, if you're in the office, you want to get out after work, you know, there'll be an event for you. If you're off that week because it's the holidays, come and take part in a few events during the day. The stuff during the day is lighter, it's more experience led, and then we go into the meals, we go into dinner collaborations, maybe it's something fast food with Tribal or something, there's something in there for everyone.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, well, if people
even the gin drinkers.
Even the gin drinkers, okay. If people want to check out the full programme, where do they go to for that?
It's belfastwhiskeyweek.com.
Fabulous, Paul. Have a great festival this year.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.